Shields up, Ironbreakers. How's everybody doing this fine Thursday afternoon? This is today's second stream. We're going to be checking out this Wayfinder event. Now, I understand that probably for quite a few of you, you guys are going to be like, Rurikhan, what is Wayfinder? And to be honest, I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. I've seen some gameplay footage, and I think that it looks fairly promising. So while we're waiting, which this event should start in about 15 minutes, give or take, I figured I'd show you guys a couple of the trailers that we have here. Like, here's the official reveal trailer. This was revealed last year at the Game Awards. This is from the same people that brought you, I don't know how many of you guys are aware of, is it Battle Chasers? I think it's called Battle Chasers. Battle Chasers Night War. I really like the art style of that game. And they've done some other games, like I think they did the Riot game. Which one is it? The something of the King or whatever. But again, one of the really cool things about these guys is that they have an amazing art style. And with what this game is going to be, I am very curious. So let's check it out. Here's the trailer for those of you who've never seen it.
The gloom. Its arrival brought chaos.
Victor, thank you very much for being with us for 4 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you.
We choose the path. We face the danger. We control the chaos. To reconnect our broken world. We've all walked many paths.
Sharpened many blades.
Played a few tricks.
Crushed a few skulls.
But now, we fight as one. We are Wayfinders.
I'm looking at some of these classes, and I'm thinking I might pick up the dude who throws nades. Like, I want something a little bit different. I don't always want to be playing like your basic tank. Maybe this time around I'll go for some explosive. We'll see. Then there was a gameplay reveal at the Sony State of Play.
Welcome to Wayfinder, an online multiplayer adventure for you and your friends. It's all set in Evanor, a gorgeous but fallen world. You'll control the chaos through Wayfinders. Meet Senja, who likes to get up close and...
I will say, though, the sword and shield guy looks hella good. I'm looking at that sword and shield, and I'm like, but damn, dude, look at that sword and shield.
Personal. And Silo, who fights with both firepower and fast reflexes.
See, this is the guy I'm thinking about, the gun guy. Maybe, I don't know.
And Windgrave slices through the fray while also supporting the group.
Like, look at this. He's also a support?
With another victory under our belts, let's head to Skylight, our social hub.
Bro, I don't know. The dude with the sword and shield, like, just the previous trailer, I was like, man, that dude with the nade looks kind of nice. And now I'm like, man, but that sword and shield.
Here, you'll turn your loot into new weapons and Wayfinders. You can also explore dungeons called Lost Zones that you can modify and mutate for a greater challenge.
Never mind, I changed my mind. We're doing sword and shield. That was
Lost
fast.
Zones are where you and your friends will team up to complete quests, collect loot, and hunt bosses like this Titan.
I was gonna be a DPS for a whole of like 5 seconds.
We're excited to bring Wayfinder's beta exclusively to PlayStation, and you can sign up for the chance to play early now. Thanks for watching.
Every time, Marie, you just can't without, like, listen, guys, I try my best. Let's take a look at the extended look. We're still waiting on this. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit, it's kind of loud.
Welcome to Wayfinder, a character-based online role-playing game for you.
That's a
and
lot of
your
players.
friends. It's all set in Evanor, a gorgeous world that has fallen to an ancient and mysterious force known as the Gloom. It's up to you to push back against this hostile calamity that twists and corrupts everything it touches. You'll control the chaos as Wayfinders, powerful and diverse characters who are echoes of fallen heroes.
I wonder if
After
this
a
has
cataclysmic
crossplay.
event, they have been reborn of the Gloom, allowing you to shape both your Wayfinder's playstyle as well as their look. This is the Highlands, one of our large open world areas. Here, you'll pick up quests, find world bosses, participate in public events, and more. You'll also meet up with friends old and new while you're on your
Something tells me that this is going to be always online. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this.
Public events are always more manageable with some
I
help from
like
other
those
players.
shield bashes that
Each
he's got.
Wayfinder comes with their own set of unique moves and talents, but it's up to you to make your Wayfinder your own. Wayfinders like Senja lead the charge by pummeling enemies with their up-close and personal attacks.
I love how she's got a big-ass sword and then she punches people in the face. It's just like the warrior in Final Fantasy XIV. He's got a big-ass two-handed axe, is off GCD, punch to the face. He just literally puts the axe down and boom! Found somebody right in the mouth. Beautiful. Is it not
Each
an
Wayfinder
MMO?
can
I
play
think
a
it
major
is.
role in experimenting with different strategies and party compositions.
But I don't think it's like a traditional MMO. I'm not 100% sure.
After exploring the
I
Highlands
haven't seen a whole lot about it, by the way.
and adding a few notches under our belt, it's time to head to our social hub, Skylight. Skylight serves as your main hub for taking on quests, turning loot into weapons, as well as other Wayfinders, both of which will be continuously added over time. In addition to unlocking Wayfinders, you can also create unique combinations of abilities and weapons. Kairos excels in dealing damage.
I definitely hope that they don't do the thing that Warframe does, where it's like expected of you to play multiple Warframes. Like, I want to play one dude. I want to play my one dude. That was one of the reasons why I stopped playing Warframe, is because it was kind of like a waste, at least back when I was playing, which was a long, long time ago. It was kind of like a waste to just like, look, I made my Rhino. I want to play my Rhino. I don't give a damn about the other Warframes. And at the time, after you level up the one Warframe you were playing, it was a waste to keep playing the same Warframe, and I didn't like that aspect of it at all.
Equipping him with the rifle makes him a powerful addition to a party from a distance. Skylight's Gloomgate serves as a portal into dungeons called Lost Zones. These ever-shifting dungeons are first discovered out in the wilds of Evanor, but as a Wayfinder, you can access and manipulate them with your Gloom Dagger. Lost Zones can be directly shaped and modified by you.
See, this is kind of
Mutators
like making your own mythic dungeon, and I like that.
Control the chaos. In exchange for better rewards, Wayfinders can influence enemy spawns, environmental effects, and other challenging in-game conditions.
Listen, Nightwalker, back when I was playing, there wasn't even a Valkyr. It didn't exist, okay? Back when I was playing Warframe, dude, you're talking like the early days. Listen, I liked Warframe in the time where everybody was crapping on it, all right? People were like, it's the same thing over and over again. And I was like, there's a lot of potential in this game, and look at it now, one of the biggest games ever.
We can't wait for you to play Wayfinder later this year. Sign up for a chance to play the game early, now. Thanks for watching.
I like what I see a lot, though, I have to say. It's, again, I just hope that I don't get forced into having to play a bunch of other stuff. So we have a panel here, another panel. We have a gameplay showcase from OTK. And after this one, we can probably just go to the main stream because it should be starting shortly after this one. So this is the most recent. Is it the most recent? I think that this was the most recent gameplay that they have, right? Yeah. No, this is the Summer Games Fest. Okay. Anyway. See, I love this type of stuff with tactics, mechanics, phases. I'm into it. This is also going to be available on PlayStation. So I'm hoping this has crossplay. Wait, she swapped the sword and shield? Oh, that's neat. A lot of people that are in my chat have already played the game. I've never gotten to play the game. What gives? I did stick with one character when I played it, but they definitely seem to want you to try others. Trying others is all well and good, just don't make it meta. Like, I want to specialize in one character. I don't want to have to play the rogues, I don't want to have to play the mages, I want to play the dude with the sword and shield. Warframe didn't have crossplay back when I played it. This game is... What you're seeing right now is PvE. I don't know if it has PvP or not. I think it's looking pretty good. So this was just to give you guys like a bit of a taste of what you can expect. Now we're going to be watching their showcase when they go live. What do you guys think so far about Wayfinder? Those of you that didn't know that much about the game. From what you've seen on those trailers, does it look good? Wayfinder's from Digital Extremes. It's from, isn't it Airship Syndicate or whatever it is, the name of the actual developers? It's published by Digital Extremes. It's not developed by Digital Extremes. It looks more appealing than Warframe personally. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Well, let's see what they have to reveal for us at the event itself. That should be interesting. This is one of the games I'm most excited for this year. Damn, Chris. Needs more Exoprimal credits music track. Greetings from Mexico. Saludos. Wait, do they say saludos in Mexico? They say saludos in Spain. It's like, I know Spain Spanish. I don't know Mexican Spanish, which I do know is slightly different. Dark Hero also excited? Goddamn, hola is the way, okay. So it's like Portuguese. Hola. Boas, as we say in Puerto. Puerto é uma nação, caralho. Brazilian and Portuguese are way different. It's like Altian, to me though, a lot of it has to come from the gameplay feel. So they gotta give me a good gameplay feel, and because I haven't gotten to play it yet, I don't know if I like it or not. It needs to feel smooth. You playing Remnant 2 tomorrow? I'm gonna play Remnant 2 whenever the thing releases. Because I didn't get early access like everybody else for some strange reason. I don't think Gearbox Publishing likes me very much. Maybe they were upset over the fact that I heavily criticized them with the DLC that they did for the first Remnant, because it was damn near unplayable on PS4. Maybe my comments on that upset them, so I don't know. Remnant 2 co-op is still locked to 3 players as far as I'm aware. And this one seems like it's also 3 players. Made too much fun of Randy? Ain't nothing wrong with good old Randy Pitchbone, man. Randy Pitchbone, Monster Hunter World? I think you got it just right, Jesse. It is an MMO type hero-based MMO looter. And then the loading screen was complete, and there was silence. Swoosh. Early access begins this summer. Oh, we're getting a trailer.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon, and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us.
This world needs champions.
They died as heroes and returned as Wayfinders. See, Battle Chasers Ruined King. Did it say Darksiders? Which Darksiders did they do? I love Darksiders. I forgot that if they had worked on Darksiders. Did they do the first one or the second one?
All right.
Summer.
Here. It's summer, guys.
It's
Surprise!
Welcome to summer. I bet you guys were like, man, this video is awesome. There's going to be a date at the end, and you're like, shit, this is it.
Yep.
No, it's summer still.
We told him there'd be a date.
This was a bait and switch.
Yes.
The whole thing was a ruse. So
Okay.
Thank you guys very much for coming. We appreciate it. This is the first of many streams that we're going to be having, although this is the last time you'll see us in this office because we are moving to an actual studio.
Genesis was fun.
This is a conference room.
Oh my gosh.
But it looks pretty good. We got art behind us.
What? For you guys, it looks like an official event, right? Right.
You can't see that way.
Yes.
Your microphone needs some work.
So
I'll tell
thank
you guys
for
that
coming.
much.
I'm AJ. I'm the Director of Marketing and Engagement, also known as Solid Agent Discord. You've probably talked to me online, maybe at PAX, but I'm super excited to be here.
I am Alex Campbell, or Sir Snarf. You see me probably all over YouTube comments and or Discord or anywhere
This
else.
is what you get when your mic has
Welcome to
RGB
the
lighting
Wayfinder.
on it. See?
Yes. So we're here to talk about Wayfinder. So there's a lot of people here that know about the game, but for those of you that don't, Wayfinder is a online character-based action role-playing game. To us, it is our take on the MMO. An MMO to us is social. It's persistent when you log off, and it's always changing. And so this is our take on that. One day we hope to evolve it into a full-blown MMO, the likes you'll find in Tamriel and Yorza and Azeroth. But the first step to
Damn,
do
my
that
man
is
just
early access. So
name
that's why we're here. This
dropping.
entire stream is dedicated
All
to
right.
early access. This entire stream will be talking about all the things that you will be able to play, all the things you'll be able to see. We have some awesome reveals. We'll fully reveal the Venomous anime. We have a little agenda. Oh, it's that side. That way. Yeah. That way. We have a little agenda. So we'll fully reveal the Venomous anime. You'll see gameplay of Venomous for the very first time. We'll have some designers walk you through who she is and what she does, how she fits into the party in the game. We're going to talk about Founders Packs because we know everybody's been really excited about Founders Packs. We're going to talk about housing. We'll show off housing for the very first time. It's an awesome system and something that's super
By
unique
the way,
to
team, if
Wayfinder.
you're enjoying the live
And
stream, make sure to hit the like button.
And
Helps out
then,
immensely.
We'll have a
Thank
little webinar
you.
at the end to show you some more stuff, but there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So
I do want to give a shout out to everybody who made it live to the event in San Diego.
Yes.
So hello, all you fancy theater people. I hope
Yes.
you like it on the big screen.
The real
Fancy
question is,
theater
are you
people.
staying after this, and are you seeing Barbie or Oppenheimer? That's the real question.
We're joining this train, really?
Neither.
Right, come on.
It's not a train. It's like the internet.
Yeah.
That's how you know we're live, too. People are like, they're going to pre-record this. No, we don't pre-record. We
No,
do
it's
everything live.
all live. Hello, internet.
That's
Hello,
good.
Libby Air Spinner.
I like
and
that.
Yep.
Next dog.
Oh my God, Pat, my heart
You
is
guys
all
need
beating.
better microphones, though. You definitely need a better
lot of
microphone.
Barbies.
A lot of Barbies.
A lot of Mission
Listen,
Impossible.
this one
I saw
right
that.
here?
Kind of mid, just
Really
saying.
good.
I'm on Oppenheimer.
I'm not going to say which one it is. I'm not
Also,
sponsored.
did you
Screw
purposely
that.
put your chair higher than mine?
You're just short.
That's not your
You're
fault.
short.
I just noticed that. I'm like,
Short.
looking at you.
Everybody
Anyway,
knows
so
AJ's
let's jump right
short.
into it. So the first thing that we want to talk about is early access and what is early access. So to us, early access is the beginning. We've said all along that we're a relatively small team working on something awesome and ambitious, and we need help to build that. We've run a couple beta events, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. And thank you to all of our beta community that's here today. I mean, a huge part of that is the community
Didn't
feedback
invite
that we're going
me.
to be carrying over into early access. So
I
we're
see
gonna
how
do
it
a
is.
feature upvote, and it's going to be a continuous stream of
I'm
feedback
not
from the
special
community
enough. It's because you
through
guys
early
didn't hit the
access
like
and
button
even
enough.
after.
That's why they
None of
didn't
that
invite
stops.
me.
This is literally the beginning. And so
I'm
we had
joking.
thousands upon thousands of people take part in beta. We made changes. None of that changes for us moving into early access, but it's kind of the next phase for us. Early access will not have any wipes. You will purchase a Founders Pack to take part in it. And then
So early
we will go
access
into
is
free to
just
play
like-
after that. So it's really important for us to build on.
And it's gonna
an
be free to
awesome
play.
game,
Okay.
right? Like we could put out hundreds of thousands of hours.
I
of
wasn't aware it
content,
was gonna be
thousands
free to
of
play.
characters and quests and stuff, but if the game's not fun. Doesn't matter. People don't stick
And
around.
again,
They don't
free to play
it.
means
for
big
us,
ass,
it's important to
player
solidify the
pool.
game
So
loops.
there's
It's
that.
important for us to make sure that it's rewarding, that combat's fun, and so that is what early access is for. Is for really for us to
No one
tune
in
those
Portugal
systems,
got
and
in?
then
You sure
we have
that
tons of
Rick
stories to
didn't
tell.
get
We
in?
will get
Rick
there.
Vizic?
We're
He
launching
probably
with 6
got
areas
in.
to explore 17 weapons. We'll have more and more over time, but we feel it's a great solid foundation that someone can come in, buy into early access, and just start playing and have a ton of fun with the game.
Absolutely. And again, we're sorry. We wish we could have like the pre-launch, pre-sale, announce the announcement. Unfortunately, just for it being an early access, you're not going to be able to buy today. We will announce the date at the end of the stream, let's say. But we will be able to, we won't be able to pre-purchase and pre-install. But as soon as the date goes live, you'll be able to buy it, you'll be able to install it, you'll be able to get to go.
And it has nothing to do with us. That's actually a specific party's requirement for early access games. You can't pre-order it. So when the date is available, when we announce the date and you go to Steam, you go to PlayStation Network, you buy your Founders Pack, you can play immediately. They'll be available right then and there. So
Okay.
what else did we want to talk about? We had a lot of feedback from players. We kind of discussed that.
Discord, if you guys haven't, a lot of the Discord fam is in here right now, but it's amazing to see. You'll see in the dev diary, like those numbers are so antiquated now because this Discord community just keeps growing and growing, and it's amazing seeing all of you there. And the fan art, I love the fan art that's coming out. The team.
Hi,
loves
Voltage
seeing the
Thunderbolt,
fan
thank you
art,
very
and
much
it's
for being
just
gracious this for
I
3
can't wait for
months.
this IP.
Tip of the hat.
Thing, all the
Appreciate
cosplay,
support.
all the
Thank
art,
you.
all the just stories that come out, fan fictions. It's going to be awesome. So.
And besides that, we have a feature upvote website where we have players submit what they think we should add to the game, what they like, what they don't like. We're also going to talk a little bit about a creators program that Alex is kind of spearheading. If you're a creator, large, small, we don't care. We want you to be part of this, and we want you to help tell the story of Wayfinder.
Yeah, and let's say the name. Screw it. So it's going to be the Wayfinder Creators Guild.
Wow.
So it's official. We actually have a whole kind of thing behind the scenes that's going to be managing that. It's not going to be immediate as soon as early access hits, but we are watching. I hope you can tell that I really do care about anybody making content out there. It doesn't matter your subscription account. I just care about quality. I care about, if you're passionate about the game, and we want this game to be a platform for people to launch a career in content creation. If you want to be a Twitch
Whoa,
streamer,
them's
streamer,
big
whatever
promises.
it might be, YouTube Live, and you want to make content and you want to make this a thing, we want Wayfinder to be a platform for you to become, successful.
What if you want to be a
so.
TikTok streamer? You can do the NPC TikTok stuff.
It'd be hard, but we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Send us links.
You could do
I
that.
think it'd be great for the cosplay. And it's again, we're content creators across the board. It doesn't need to be
TikTok
just
NPC
streaming. Like,
stuff.
we're going to be watching people that are
I'm
want to
not
express themselves creatively
judging it, by
with
the way. I just think
Wayfinder
it's
as a
funny.
medium, so.
Yeah,
But they're making
so
thousands of
like I said
dollars on
before,
TikTok. Guys
this
have
is
no
really the start,
idea.
And in order for us to build a foundation and a game that thrives for years to come, true to the name Foundation, we need to offer Founders Packs. Founders Packs are our way to get people into the game. It's your way of telling us that you trust us with your money, and that it's kind of it's an agreement, right? Like, we are going to put forth our best effort to bring forward a game that we love and that you love. And so that is the entire purpose of the Founders Program, is to actually start and build off it. And so, without further ado, why don't I start that? And on top of that, Alex lied. Alex is a dirty liar.
August 15th. Oh, you guys can't see it. But anyway.
see it.
August 15th.
Surprise! We're not gonna make you wait to the
August
end of this.
15th.
That'd be really
Okay.
mean. I'm sure when you said that, there were people at Digital Extremes who's been amazing. Digital Extremes is our partner in this. They're all about helping us work with the community and obviously set stuff like this up. But they're like, we should announce at the beginning. We're like, yeah, we should. And then like 10 minutes before, I was like, no, we should announce at the end. But then we'll trick them. So nice job, Alex.
Not summer.
Not
Not
summer.
soon.
August 15th.
August 15th.
August 15th at 12 o'clock Central Time is when you'll be able to purchase all these Founders Packs, both on Steam as well as PlayStation Network. As I said, there's no tiered access. It's not you buy this pack, you get access one day, and then you buy the other pack and you get access another day.
Thank you!
All August 15th at 12
Fucking
o'clock.
thank
So what does that
you!
look like? Let's start.
Fuck this
Let's
tiered
go
access
through this.
bullshit.
So people really want the nitty gritty. They want the information about the pack. Let's dive into what these packs look like. So for $20, $20 gets you access to the game. Like I said, you get access to Wayfinder forever. There was no wipes from this point forward. It also gives you full access to the Reward Tower Season 1. Reward Tower is our unique take on a battle pass. So let's dive into that real quick. Look at this. We're just swapping between. These websites will be live approximately 30 minutes from now. We didn't want to overwhelm them while you guys are watching it. But this is how our Founders Packs are a little bit unique and a little bit different. So in other games, you have a Founders Pack. I'm sorry. You have a Battle Pass. You buy it. There's a certain amount of time you can use it. Maybe you earn some stuff. You don't. We don't like that system. We also don't like where people have to choose between content. Maybe there's a new character, a new map, and also a Battle Pass. So we're taking those two ideas and we're kind of evolving it. A, the Reward Tower in Wayfinder never expires. If you buy it, you own it. Two, that Reward Tower, if you purchase it, comes with all the crafting components once you complete it to instantly unlock that character once your pass.
That's the fucking way to
We will
do
also
it!
have a third tier, which is a premium tier, which will instantly unlock that new character, their signature weapon, because we're introducing a signature weapon every season, as well as a season exclusive style. So we think that this is really player friendly. It allows you to jump into the game and to get tons and tons of content. The free reward tower gives you 25 pieces of cosmetic and items that you can unlock. The paid tier gives you 100, and then the premium is that same 100, but you actually get a jump start. You get to pick and choose your 20 that you want to grab right off the bat, as well as getting that new character, their signature weapon, and a persona.
And the biggest part about that, I don't know if you mentioned it, but it does not expire. So again, if
You
you
did
buy this,
mention
you don't
it,
even
yeah.
have to be playing. You might have another game that comes out and that you're really excited to follow.
Bro,
but you don't want to miss
that
out
is-
on really
That's
cool,
how you should do
seasonal
battle
cosmetics
pass.
that
See,
we're doing.
if your battle
Purchase
passes
it,
are
you
like
can come
this,
back 2 years
I
from
don't
now, and
complain.
You can start progressing it then.
I'm like,
So
okay,
again,
fine.
We really don't want that FOMO aspect. Yes, you will have to buy it during
Thank you.
season window. For a lot of reasons, but you can always
Okay,
come
but you
back
still need to
It'll
buy
always
it
be there.
during
You
the
don't have to
season,
worry
though,
about
but yeah, I
missing
get
out on
it.
and getting it done in that season.
And they
So
can
the
probably
Reward
just
Tower
put
is like a little
shit
game,
on
right?
the
You're
store
actually going
on a
through picking the
rotation
nodes
or
that you
something
want. You
later.
find an item that you like, you might work towards it. As I mentioned, you actually get keys for the premium reward tower, so it's not a linear path. And when you buy that premium, you do get 20 right off the bat, so you can pick which rewards you want to start off the game with. So that is our reward tower. At the end of each segment, by the way, we're going to do a quick Q&A. We'll look at chat and we'll answer some questions. We'll also be answering questions afterwards, but if you have any, put them in the back of your mind. But we really love the reward tower. We think it's super unique. We think it allows players to really get in and to play the game, to work through it, to unlock some awesome cosmetics and awesome things inside the game.
I'm very curious
And then
to
we're
see
really,
this.
really excited that you don't have to choose between buying the reward tower and not buying the reward tower.
They did,
because
Bloody
day one,
Pinguino.
when you buy in with a base pack, you will have access to the Season 1 reward tower.
Yep. So again, an extra thank you to the founders. So
Yes.
thank you for having some faith, believing, and then I mean we haven't.
I wonder if it's
recently
also
upgraded
cross
system as
progression.
Well, but like,
Yes. So everything
Like if I
we
can
talk
play it
about
on
today will
both
be upgradable.
PC and PlayStation.
We obviously, like I said before, this is a journey that we're taking with you guys. And if you're like, hey, I don't know what this game's going to look like, hey, you buy in for $20, and hopefully we prove to you that we are listening, and all of these packs will be completely
Yeah,
upgradable
$20
on the
is not
platform.
like a
You
big-
can buy the 3 other tiers, or
I don't
2
think
other
it's
tiers,
that
or 1 other tier,
expensive.
technically.
And you can also just wait and play it free to play
No,
when
you
they
got enough
launch
numbers.
it
They'll get
after
confused.
early
I know.
access.
So I
So
saw someone
20
really quickly
bucks
say,
is a
what if I don't
really
buy the
good
Founders-
buy-in
What if I don't
point.
buy the Founders Pack and don't buy the Reward Tower? You have to purchase a Founders Pack to get access to the game, and all of them have the Reward Tower. In the future, when the game is out, when it is free to play, and when we have a second season, that'll be a different story where you do have to make the choice if you want to purchase that Reward Tower for that season. And again, you get the Reward Tower forever, and you also get that character. So as you can see here, for $19.99,
We don't know
you get
the
access
actual
to
launch
Season
yet,
1.
Dark Hero.
Season 2 is also going to be a founder season, and you will have the ability to purchase that character, the season reward tower then, which will come with the character. There's also 500 rune silver that comes with it. Rune silvers are in-game currency. Obviously, we are a free-to-play game, and we have to keep these very bright and hot lights on somehow. So we have fully embraced the free and fair model from Digital Extremes. All the characters, all the weapons, all the power items are completely earnable inside the game. Yep. You can also purchase them from the store if you feel like it's a convenience item for you. But we are going to be doing that as well as cosmetic items, decorations for your house.
I'm not a big fan of being able to buy
inside the store, but this is how we will be monetizing the game. By
it's
having
like
a shop
Warframe does sell direct
access
power, and
as
I
well
don't
as
like
the
that.
free to
I don't know if they're gonna
500 rune silvers, about
We'll
$5.
see.
It's a 1 to
We'll see how
100
this one
rune
does.
silver. Founder's flag and the Founder's glyph pack, as well as the title. These are customizable things that you can take your profile and just customize it to your own liking. Unfortunately, with development, sometimes you have to make choices about what makes it and what doesn't, because we want to get the game out there. So these are one of this pack right here, the title as well as the backgrounds and the glyphs are one of 2 items that when you buy your Founders Pack, you will have it in your inventory, but the system is not live yet. So you will get it the minute you make your purchase. You will see it in your inventory. It will very clearly say coming soon. You don't have to worry about, did I get it? Did I not get it? But the customization of just the banners will not be when we launch early access. It'll come a little bit later. And there's one other thing that does that, and I'll call that out. So this is our base pack.
Yeah.
You going to say something about it?
I was about to say, we have it covered up on the camera right now, but the titles too. This is actually a good example.
I love it.
It's fantastic. And yeah, Solid was very upset about this being the choice. But anyway,
this is the perfect example.
Wayfinder is the title.
This is actually
came from you guys on Twitch and Twitter and everywhere else. But yeah,
Wayfinder.
This is the exact same. This is the exact system in motion. Where it's like, hey, what titles are we putting here for this? Wayfinder was like the overwhelming winner. I was like, that is terrible. We cannot do it. And then I was like, you know what? True to our word, we will absolutely go with what the community voted for, and that's what they wanted. Serenity now, here we are. So
yes. And the system's going to be really cool. Again, it's going to be so it's for your titles. We love people coming up with their own zany kind of creations. Everybody's going to choose trash if you play Diablo 4. But there's going to be 3 slots. You're going to be able to unlock a whole list of different keywords, and it's up to you guys how you want to mix and match those.
It's 3, right? Just 3 keywords.
3 slots. Okay. Yep, 3 slots. You'll unlock them, and you can make your own title. Make it as wacky, make it as badass as whatever you want to do.
I just want Ironbreaker.
That in your
that's it.
Player's hands to customize.
Yes, sir.
So
that's our base pack. Let's go to the next one. We got a couple more to go through. So this is the step up from this. This is $49.99 for our Initiate pack. It comes with some exclusive weapon skins that we will never sell again. Everything inside these packs we are not looking to sell again. We want to make sure that it feels exclusive to be part of the Founders. I cannot count how many times in Discord people have asked for a crossbow. Here you people go. You have a crossbow as a skin for the arc rifle. You have dual wielding daggers in the Storm Song, and then the Charger's sickle. Some of these things you'll actually see a little bit later for a video that we play. You'll see them in game. They look awesome. People really like them. And here's something that needs to be explained a little bit. Wayfinder token. What is a Wayfinder token? Well, what is a Wayfinder token?
I am scared.
A Wayfinder token is essentially a currency that allows you to unlock any current or future Wayfinder.
You're probably going to be able to sell this to players in game.
Start throwing characters in these packs because we are a character-based game, and people need to decide. Maybe someone likes Wingrave, someone likes Nis, someone likes Cairo, someone likes Senja, someone likes Silo. I've just named everybody. I don't know why.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So as far as instead of you having to choose or have multiple packs, you basically get a token, and it's a powerful item because you can choose, hey, I'm instantly going to unlock this Wayfinder and play them immediately after leaving the tutorial, or you can hold on to this for 3 years and use it for something that comes out down the line. But
don't be like that potion collector and it just sits in your inventory for 5 years. Use it eventually.
That's how I play every RPG.
I know.
Don't use stuff. Founders die as well. So dies are actually going to be applicable to the character themselves. I think we answered in Discord that a die system is coming in the future for weapons, but for now, these are die palettes that you can use on your character, any character. It's not a consumable. It's just a palette you choose from. You can mix and match.
There might be a character that we get to see in a little bit that uses these colors.
That's
maybe.
True.
I don't know. Maybe this is planned ahead or something.
Very, very cool. And then like I was mentioning before, we also have the reward tower for season 1. And then this pack also includes a reward tower for season 2. So just for clarity's sake, the only pack that does not include Founder season 2 is that $19.99 pack to get into early access. And then you can make that purchase if you choose to do so in the future.
Yeah. And clarity's sake, there are going to be 2 Founder seasons. So we're going to start off with Gloombreak, which is Founder Season 1. In about 3 months, it's going to switch over to Founder Season 2. After that, it's going to go to free-to-play launch. And that'll be the first official season.
There's a lot of people in chat saying that this mic is awesome and that's like ASMR. So at the end, we're supposed to give a shout out to HyperX, who's our sponsor, but we'll do it now.
Great.
We'll do it now.
Yeah, that mic's amazing, bro.
When talking about interaction with like the world, it was from one of her like a beta sign-off videos.
Yeah.
Somebody on their team saw the mic, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I use this in my personal stream as well. It's fantastic." And they have been amazing partners. They've been hooking us up with a lot of gear that's going to be.
I'm sure people are saying the mic is great,
and all the future in-person events you might be able to get your hands on themselves. But more about them later.
That completely derailed me. Where are we? We're talking about the next.
So there's 2 seasons. 2 seasons.
So 2 seasons. Oh yeah. So that does. We might as well talk about that now. 2 seasons of Founders. If you're decent at math, we've said before that there's going to be 3 months a season, which does mean that free-to-play will be in early 2024 instead of 2023, as well as some additional consoles that will come then. We'll go into that at a later time, but obviously with the game launching in August, you can figure it out that we need that additional time.
Additional consoles? So that means 6 months from now, this launches on Xbox.
Free-to-play in the beginning of next year.
Yes. And Mizuki, yes, there is regionalized pricing.
Maybe even the new
there is
Switch.
regionalized pricing. I think I had it at the end with another announcement.
We do.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
They keep popping up.
So Initiate packs, we have the base pack, Initiate pack, $19.99, $14.99.
Let's do the next one.
What's next?
Another one.
So the Awakening pack. So
this one comes with a mount.
Housing pet, Highland Strider mount, and then house decorations are kind of like the marquee items for here. So a couple things. We've talked about this very openly before, but our pet system is at the very infancy, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to expand it to have you travel around.
They have
the
a
world,
very
to be
aggressive
around when you're
noise
inside
gate. That's what's going on.
Skylight the social space, but we're not there yet. So to start, your pet will accompany you inside your house. You'll see them. They'll be inside there. You can interact with them. Yes, you can pet them. They do multiple animations. They're adorable. Our animation team and everyone here is really, really excited about this because they're awesome. It's pronounced Rhyme Hunter. I had to ask about that today. But that system will be just expanding, and that's not like a year 2 or year 3 type of thing. It'll just be a little bit later in early access. Again, in development, you have to prioritize things. And then the Highland Strider mount and saddle. So we will have mounts available as well as saddles, which are customization options. This is one of the other 2 things, as I mentioned, that you will receive immediately upon buying this pack, but you will not be able to use until we have the update that has the mount. So again, you purchase it, it will be in your inventory, you can see it, it'll very clearly say coming soon. And then once that system is out in early access, you will have access to it.
Sure.
Maybe there's a little bit of a preview of a zone that you can use a mount in later on. I don't know, just saying.
Maybe.
And then Founders Housing Decoration Set. Self-explanatory. Housing is a huge part of Wayfinder.
I don't like the look of that mount, by the way.
That you can do, and it really expands your power inside the game. This is an awesome way to show off that you're a founder, and when we go into the housing deep dive a little bit later, you'll be able to see these items.
Yeah.
Right?
One thing to kind of note with this too, so the way that we're doing seasons, it's not going to just be like a dump. Here's everything right in the beginning. We're actually going to make it so it's always interesting to like keep playing throughout the whole length of the season because content is going to continually be added. So you'll just log in next week and there's going to be new stuff for you to explore and equip and do all this stuff with. Yep. So same with early access. It's going to be a full line continuum of content and features.
Yep. And someone asked, can we pet the pets? Absolutely. You can pet the pets. Also, someone else asked, sorry if it wasn't clear. Yes, all of these packs do include everything before. So if you purchase an Awakening
By the way,
pack,
team, if you're enjoying the stream, do remember hit the like button.
So,
helps out a lot.
It is
Thank
one
you.
price to get everything. And as Alex mentioned before, they are upgradable. So if you start on one, you can purchase the other and you just get the difference. So the rest of these items are pretty much the same, except
2 Wayfinder tokens.
You do get 2 free Wayfinder tokens instead of 1. So as I mentioned before, Wayfinder tokens allow you to unlock any current or future Wayfinder. Super cool. Hold on.
If I'm getting it right,
essentially when you buy into this pack,
you can do the tower, or you can spend the token and the tower is just done. It's a little bit weird.
It also does come with the premium Founders reward tower for Season 2, which means that you will instantly unlock this new character when they come out, as well as a exclusive style, their specific weapon, and then 25 tiers instantly.
I wonder who that silhouette could be.
I know.
And then we totally haven't dropped any teasers.
I know. Maybe there's even more.
It's all been accidental.
And then we have Rune Silver, and then again some of these additional things such as the glyphs, the backgrounds, and the titles. Again, these will come a little bit later. But does the reward tower restarted season with the promised tier content. I don't really understand, but the reward tower will be every season. So every 3 months, there will be a new reward tower. If you don't complete it during that 3-month season, if you purchased it, you will have it and you can make it active. So season 15 comes along, you go, oh crap, I didn't finish my Founder season 1, I'm going to activate it. You can activate it.
Yeah,
that's good.
That is cool thing about it as well, more than it just not going away, is how you actually interact with it. So think of it as kind of like a board game system. We'll go into this deeper later, but you're going to have kind of cool choices as you go through that system in itself. It's going to be its own little mini game. Eventually, there's going to be even like hidden pathways and torches that you pull that open up a secret way that you unlock other stuff that you didn't see before.
Yep.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
Yep. Somebody else asked about having 2 reward towers active at the same time. No, you have to pick one and you can do it. And then somebody else asked another question, but chat is going so fast that I don't remember what it was, and I'm sure it will come to me. But it was about, we keep saying seasons. They ask, are seasons going away? No. Seasons are essentially our wrapper of when we're introducing new characters, new locations, new quests, new items, new weapons, etc. It is not a thing where it gets wiped. It is just essentially how we are rolling out content every 3 months. Seasons are themed, so your reward tower, for example, for Venomous is themed towards Venomous with some cool items that you can unlock that look like something Venomous would have, as well as some of the additional stories and quests that you'll get throughout the game. So it is not a wipe. It is not a you start again type of thing. It is just how we are packaging content.
Speaking of how we're introducing the seasons, you guys saw a little bit of a teaser of the anime.
Holy Tacos, thank you very much for being Roskin for 10 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you.
In just a second.
Someone else asked about cross-play and cross-save. Yes, so Wayfinder is fully cross-play and cross-save. It's important to note that
cross-play and cross-save.
You buy a Founders pack on PlayStation, for example. Let's say you bought your $20 base pack on PlayStation. You would then have to purchase a pack to play on Steam, obviously because the game's not free to play yet, so you need to have access.
But it has cross
to it.
save, so that's cool.
Not the case, right? You can access it on any device when it is free to play.
That is
and
very
then all
good.
the items from your Founders pack will travel with you, with the exception of, per the rules of all the first parties, just like every other free to play game out there, the currency will stay on the system. So if I'm PlayStation, I buy $30 worth of currency, and I move over to my PC. That $30 won't be there, right? It'll still be on your PlayStation.
But if you bought the items,
right?
But if you buy the items, they will be there.
5 different things to make
that,
my Wargrave look awesome.
That's
As
reasonable.
soon as I log on my PC, I will have that. So very standard in the industry. Most other games work this way. Just wanted to address that.
This is very good, dude. The way that they're handling like this whole crossplay and cross save, really good.
We didn't mention that we are doing giveaways during this. So, by the way, all of you fancy people in chat,
Holy Tacos, thank you very much for making Bill and Jake roasting incandescent.
We are going to be doing giveaways
throughout
the course of this stream. So, at the next segment, we will announce the winners. But just by being here, we're going to do a random selection and give away some Founder packs.
Somebody asked what languages are supported. I think it's 8 total for early access. Don't quote me on that. But again, once the website updates, like 5 minutes-ish, there will actually be an FAQ that has all the languages that are supported there. You can also look on Steam. That list is up to date.
Yes. And full voice acting and stuff is going to be coming down closer to full release.
Yeah, character voice acting.
Yeah. So
that's it. Wrap it up. We got nothing else.
I think that's it. Do you guys want to see some anime? Do you guys want to go see the full Venomous and Nis fight scene and anime and everything? I think so. I think we're ready.
You're not playing along though. We have one more that we have to show. We didn't show the final pack.
Oh, spoilers.
There's one more pack.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. Look at people are like, giveaway. Yes, we will give away Founders packs. How that will work is we'll run a bot. It'll announce who the winner is. We'll take your information, and as we get closer to actual early access launch, we will send you the key for that platform you can play on. Again, since we can't pre-order, I can't send you a key today. It doesn't exist. But someone said last pack. Let's go.
I thought they only thought there was 3, so there we go. So there's a 4th.
I think 3 should have been enough.
Yeah, surprise. And this one has its own video, so I'm just gonna shut up and play it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Does it come with an exclusive Wayfinder? Heroic Kairos. It's probably a unique skin.
So technically, Kairos is our 7th Wayfinder. So we've talked before about the Gloom is this really weird alien energy that's come to this planet and has really twisted and made things super strange. And that's the reason why you can be in town and see 4 different Wingraves that all look different, that are customized different, play differently. But what if there's a version of Kairos that's not the main version of Kairos, right? Like we've said before, it's almost like our take on a multiverse. And so this is what we see that as. Kairos will be our very first heroic Wayfinder. He is a completely different Wayfinder. He is not a skin. It is not a persona. You can purchase and level up Kairos and heroic Kairos, and both of those, that progression applies towards the character archetype progression, which we go into a little bit of detail on the website, so take a look at that. But we're really excited because A, it looks badass, and B, it is an exclusive to this Founders Pack that will never, ever be sold again. So this is really
I just noticed the permanent XP
along
boost
for the journey and making this game awesome with us. And so we're really excited about him including a exclusive die pack, an exclusive style set, and then an exclusive, die pack, I already said that. Yeah. So that's Heroic Kairos.
Isn't an emote too?
He does have an exclusive emote, which is cool. I'm gonna play the video again. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, this looks like Primes. It looks like Prime Warframes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of permanent XP boosts. I think that is a bad business practice.
One more time. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we're really excited about this. We understand that $150 is a lot for a Founders Pack, but you are building this alongside of us. Again, we welcome you to try out the game during early access with any other tier, and if you feel that it's something that you definitely want to be a part of the ride for, those upgrades are available. But we get that it is an investment for our future, but also for the entire game, and so we appreciate the support.
How much does this pack cost?
We'll keep going through the items. So permanent account base,
150
XP booster. What this is something that you can actually activate. For whatever reward tower you currently have, you can progress through a little bit faster.
Oh,
so
it's for
this is something
one,
that you have that's a
for one tower.
It's selected in your inventory. You have it all the time, whichever one that you have currently equipped. Be it season 1, be it season 15.
So for every tower,
I think it's
just the reward tower though.
Just the reward tower.
Not your main gameplay.
Correct.
So it's not pay to win. It's just the cosmetic reward tower.
It is just the cosmetic. Reward tower.
The reward tower only gives you cosmetics. Okay.
Steve will be like yes or no when he comes in here in a little bit. Talk about
Okay.
And we have some exclusive character.
It's basically accelerated battle pass.
So again,
that's not a big deal.
You can mix and match. For example,
that's not a big deal.
The shoulders with this Wingrave, with the helmet of a different skin, and the boots.
It's an accelerated battle pass.
They're all mix and match. We have one for Wingrave, we have one for Nis, and also for Silo. These are fully modular in terms of like you could swap in and out. You can also dye them, as I mentioned before.
Individual components as well. We're not just going to release a new skin that just happens to be 2 different colors. You can do that on your own. So you're going to have
so far it's okay,
to
T. David, but we'll see.
Even if you have the same armor set as another player, you can look completely different with the dyes. So.
This Nis is awesome, by the way, and there's a video that you'll see a little bit later that features it. Actually, it features all of them, I think. But the Nis one especially, she looks badass. You can't see it here with like her eyes. She looks very cool.
Yeah.
And then again, it features all the other items that we've talked about before. Instead of 2 Wayfinder tokens, you have 3 Wayfinder tokens, as well as full access to the Season 1 reward tower and the Premium Season 2 reward tower. 4,200.
I'm assuming you'll be able to buy that item at a later date too. If
we have this
gigantic
infographic that is on the website. Again, it should be live now-ish. Please don't crash the website because people want to look at it. But both this is should be updated now, as well as the reward tower section, as well as the Venomous section. So we're going to talk about her and show her off in a little bit, but that's pretty much our Founders program. So we're really excited about it. I know people have been asking for it for a long time. We think it's fair in the fact of like $20 to get in to help build this. And if you do feel like you want to be along for this ride and that we're really making strides to make a game that you want to play and really grow into something awesome, those upgrades are easily available. So
upgrades are available all the way up until the last day of Founder Season 2.
Correct.
So you basically get 6 months to make that decision. Like, is this a game that I'm going to come back to? I'm going to stick around to be like these guys? Are they full of it? We want you to have that choice.
We are very full of it. So my other notes, I did that whole thing without looking over here, which is pretty good. The only other thing that I have to mention is language support, which you covered, regional pricing, which actually a fan asked about language support.
You got it backwards. You covered languages.
Yeah, whatever. And then regional pricing.
Wayfinder is
speaking of regional
online
and languages,
action
is
RPG.
So.
Character
We're very excited
based.
since we will be out since we will be out on August 15th. Gamescom is the week after. The team will be there. So if you're at Gamescom, please, we invite all of our European friends to come over and see myself. Alex will be there. Joe Mad will be there, as well as some other members of the development team playing alongside of you. It'll be a really great time. We're really excited about it. For those of you that are over here in the US of A, where it's been 150 degrees every single day, we will also be at PAX West. Yes. So we will have a community event at PAX West. It does not require you to actually go to PAX West.
Nope.
You do not need a ticket. We will not have a booth. We will have an off-site meet and greet session. We'll have some other really great surprises and some other special guests that aren't on the dev team but are maybe involved in the game. So
it's going to be dope.
Yeah.
If you can try to save some time to be in Seattle, again, you don't need a PAX pass. Try to be there. It's shaping out to be freaking sweet. So
yep. So come on, get some free drinks and get some food, and it will be
win some stuff.
Win some stuff. We'll have a lot of stuff to give away, which is really cool. And I think that's kind of it. So let's take like 5 minutes. What?
Didn't that's on it? That's the West Coast folks.
Oh
We're
yeah,
East Coast folks.
This is bad too because
Yes.
for us New York boys, New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is October. That's where the October came before. 12th, 13th. I should have written it down, but I didn't.
23.
Yes, 2023. We will have an event there as well. We don't have any details yet and specifically what that will look like. It'll be on the show floor, an offsite venue, but we will be having a session where you will meet myself and some other members of the development team. I'm going to make Joe and Steve go because they're both
This
from New
stream
York
is
as
just
well,
about
and
the
even
early
though
access
they
stuff.
might
It's
like
not.
it, they might
They're
like
not
it,
going to
but we
talk
gotta go
about
back to New York.
too much of the
we'll
game
do some signings,
itself.
We'll see some
I
people,
think.
so we'll be on the West Coast. We'll be on the East Coast. Excuse me. There might
This
be
was
additional
mostly
shows to
just,
announce a little bit later on, but nothing
doing the
just
business
yet.
model.
Those are what we are confirmed for. So this game's happening, guys, and we are really excited that it's happening, and we're excited that people are going to be along for the ride with us starting on August 15th at 12 noon Central Time.
That is the way to go.
Yes.
Talk to your ISP. Make sure your download rates are good.
Yeah, so let's take like 5 minutes before we go into the Venomous anime. Let's take a look. Any questions that are coming up? How do I upgrade it? Right in the store. So if you purchase one pack, it will only show you the applicable upgrades in the store. So if you purchase the Initiate pack and you want to go to the Awakening or the Exalted, you'll have those three options there, both on PlayStation and on Steam. Again, it's not through our store. It is through PlayStation and it's through Steam.
And it will.
Well, I didn't get to
deduct
play the beta,
whatever
guys, but I do want to
version of
check
the
it
game
out.
that you
So
have right
Yeah,
now,
it'll be a different
whichever.
price.
Yeah, so it'll be cheaper if you're upgrading.
Yeah.
we'll see.
When Xbox, we've discussed additional platforms later on, but at this time we're focusing on PlayStation, who's been an amazing partner for us, as well as being on Steam.
Yep.
Where's the COG title? Maybe in the future? I don't know. No, this is
Yay,
going really
COG.
fast.
Officially, COG.
Going really fast. Do you need PlayStation Plus? Great question. The
No.
answer is yes for early access, because just like
Yeah.
any other paid premium product on the PlayStation
And
Store,
then no
you
for
do
free to
need
play.
PlayStation Plus to access it. Once we go free to play, that requirement drops, and that's not on us. That is 100% a PlayStation requirement. That's in line with any other box product that you buy
Yep.
for PlayStation. So
Yep.
That's
PlayStation
how it
Plus
works.
up front. Once free to play starts, you do not need it.
Correct. But there will be benefits for folks in free to play who have PlayStation.
Yes. What is the difference between heroic and normal? My guy, a lot. There's a whole matrix here. I definitely invite you to go to playwayfinder.com/founders. That sounds right. When it's updated.
Speaking of website stuff,
I think he's
for the
talking
creators
about the
out there,
hero.
people who are interested in
yeah.
getting on our radar for content. Obviously, I know everybody's excited for the NDA to drop. Wayfind NDA. You can go to our website right now, playwayfinder.com/press. There is a sign up thing there that will go directly to our creator team to get you on the radar, keep you on our eyes on you for when you do start making content for early access.
Please explain the heroic Kairos versus regular Kairos difference. Good question. So heroic Kairos does have increased mod capacity right off the gate. So he has a little bit different stats that allow you to.
It's
slot
probably
in what we
better.
call,
Like in
our
my
mods are
opinion,
called
usually
echoes.
Prime
Right
Warframes
off the
are
bat,
better.
Someone else asked,
So this
is
is kind of
available?
like
No.
the same thing.
Heroic Kairos will never be available outside these packs. He is not earnable inside the game. It is really a thank you to the people that are here that are helping us build the game.
Yeah.
Will there be South America servers and Oceanic servers? So our server system works that there is one giant mega server essentially. You log into. Play
I'm
the
not
game,
a fan
like
of the
lot other
Prime
games that you might
Warframe
find
system,
in
by the way.
genre. And it will automatically redirect you to the best server. If you pair up with somebody from America and you're in Australia, it'll try to do the math to figure out the difference and find somewhere in between. But you do not select a specific server. The game will be available worldwide, barring any geopolitical
Punky Cat, I
sanctions.
fundamentally
But,
disagree
the
with your
servers will
thoughts on
essentially be
that,
smart
but
to figure out
I
where
can
you are
extrapolate
and
on
find
that a
the
little
best
bit more
available
later.
for you.
And the social system too, everybody will have a unique social tag.
Yep.
Is like any other cross-play. So if you do have another friend on a different side of the world, you can get into a party and you can go play the game together.
Yep. Can I only buy these packs on the PlayStation Store on Steam? Yes. There is no Wayfinder store that exists now. You can Venmo me money, but I
Don't do it. It's a trap. If anybody from our studio asks for Venmo, just
It is a trap.
send me a screenshot
Yeah.
in Discord.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap it up. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Alex is gonna be here. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and just your interest in the game. Behind me is an incredibly talented group of developers who are passionate about bringing this game out. We're making a game that we want to play, that we know other players want to play, and this is a two-way conversation. This is literally the start of this adventure, and we're really excited, and we hope that you choose to be along with us. The proof will be in the pudding as we continue to work towards full release and as we make the game the best game it can possibly be. So,
cool. Let's watch some anime.
Let's watch some anime. When we come back from the anime too, Alex will have the name of the very first winner. The very first person will be getting a base Founders Pack, which is pretty awesome. And we're going to do 2 more giveaways. So I'm going to run that bot as soon as I leave here. Let's start this anime. Thank you for me.
Bye, AJ.
Bye.
Bye, AJ.
Shadra Aste, Shadra Has, Aspura Kalahidros.
Half the Shadow Nation must be here.
These dirt pushers harness the most dangerous magic on the planet. I'd be celebrating too.
Then pour the drinks, Tux. We're taking it home. To the maze.
There is an old entrance up top, but it's probably unreachable.
You're joking, right?
What the hell happened here?
Look at the burn marks.
Eldrin Blades. Oh no, she's here.
Let's say hello.
Ven, wait!
That was a warning shot, Nis. You only get one. Why'd you come back here? Feeling homesick?
Damn!
This power is a curse. I'm taking it away from here.
Not happening. This power could change everything for the maze.
No.
Uh-oh.
You saved me. Why?
I need you to help me fix this.
It's pretty badass.
we're back. What'd you guys think?
I think the microphone sounds even worse now because you're further away.
So dope for you guys to see the next one coming out too, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, so we are joined by two new faces. I'm so excited you guys are on the screen. So Kevin, Jake, please introduce yourselves. What do you guys do?
Hey, I'm Kevin Powell. I'm a senior systems designer, and I work on player-side combat. So that's abilities, weapons, etc.
Yeah, my name's Jake. I also work on combat. I mostly work on player side, but I also do a couple bosses as well. So, playing both sides.
Fantastic. So you guys both had a fairly large hand, and we'll talk into how that dynamic shifted over time, but in Venomous. So Venomous is the big kind of star character for Founder Season 1. So we're just going to kind of show some live gameplay, talk about the abilities, answer some questions, talk about like what her backstory is, who she is, what she's about, and I think everybody got a little bit of a taste of her kind of edginess in that anime. So let's dive into that a little bit more. Let's just jump into some gameplay.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got Venomous. We're piloting and talking at the same time. So this is Venomous with her base coloring and stature. But what are those tubes coming out of her? Who is Venomous? What she's all about?
Yeah, so Venomous, she is a assassin for a place called the Maze within the game, and so
the game looks really
a lot
good,
of the information we've kind of
I really
out
like
so
this
far.
art style.
I mean, you just saw the anime and everything. She's pretty nimble and quick. She uses poisons and other things in her arsenal, and yeah, she was an assassin for the Maze, and so yeah, just kind of learning more about her and what she does with her knowledge of alchemy and stuff like that. Seems like she'll be a really good addition to the cast of Wayfinders that we have so far.
Cool. And so what kind of role, if she's, we have the spider graphs of each character, like, are they more DPS, are they tanky, or they, obviously you can customize a lot of that with echoes, but like, what niche would you kind of put her in a nutshell?
I would say that she's kind of like the the mirror to Wingrave. So she's a healer, but she's more of a damage-oriented healer. And unlike Wingrave, she doesn't really focus on protection, and she doesn't focus on burst healing as much as she focuses on healing over time and damage over time related to her poisons.
Cool. And then what does the poison stack with? Is that like a physical? Is it by itself, or can you buff it up at all?
Yeah, so her poisons apply whenever she hits an enemy with her weapon. It applies a stack of poison. And that's really her main loop. She wants to apply poison because poison...
These animations are looking pretty clean.
Poison clouds, and it can buff her other abilities.
Like some of the turning and stuff was looking somewhat rough in some of the early gameplay footage, but right now it's looking much better. Like they have the transition animations for when she changes directions and whatnot. It looks much smoother than the stuff that we watched ahead of the stream.
There's a little bit of a cooldown, so you can't chain reaction create 20 million poison clouds, but it is kind of she builds over time, and eventually the whole screen's filled with poison.
Cool. So we do want to go, and I'm trying to survive these onslaught at the moment. But she has 4 abilities, so each Wayfinder, and we did change a little bit how you can choose abilities while you're playing the game and as you're leveling up. But let's kind of dive in. What is her first ability? So this
she's got an active reload.
So this is called Transfusion, and it's her main healing ability. It locks on to all enemies in front of her in kind of a wider area.
I don't like it the way they have the UI set up. It looks like a mobile
when they
game.
Hit enemies, they send out healing bursts.
Not a big fan of that.
Yourself. And they can also apply healing over time if the enemy...
Doesn't it look like a mobile game?
Very cool. So you're all
the way that the buttons are set up and whatnot.
Stacks on and how do the stacks actually apply? So that's more of her passive. So how do you actually get those poison stats on people?
So she applies stacks of poison whenever she attacks anyone. So regardless of whatever weapon you're using, she still applies those stacks of poison to any enemies that you're hitting with your weapon. So her main weapon is Nightshade, but if she uses dual wield like daggers or sword and shield, whenever she hits those enemies, she will still apply stacks of poison. So
it doesn't have to be exclusive to guns or anything.
Right. Cool. Yeah.
So let's actually take a look at these abilities a little bit closer. Why not? So go to the ability section, and you will have the ability to actually level these up and make them more powerful versions. And you won't have enough points to fully deck out everything, but you do want to make kind of some tactical decisions about how you're actually going to do it. These abilities. So that's transfusion. How about this guy? What's Vampiric Blast do?
So Vampiric Blast
It increases healing by 15%.
A canister which absorbs nearby poison clouds and the radius around it, and then damages enemies around it and heals allies around it. And that amount scales based on the number of poison clouds that are absorbed. So you can see that one, there was no poison clouds absorbed, but if you used the next ability we'll talk about in a second, or her passive to apply some poison clouds on the ground, it would absorb those and do more damage and look a little bit cooler, have that edgy skull.
Let's actually combo that with her third ability. So let's pull that up real quick. So third ability being Venom Thrusters. What are these? How do these work? And how is it going to change up your gameplay?
Yeah, so Venom Thrusters
combat
is
movement
really cool.
does not look like mobile. What are you talking about?
We built for her.
What?
Because it's kind of
the movement looks fine.
Like just her as a core character, being able to zip around and use these like poison thrusters that she has on her wrist. To
looks like character customization is going to be more around just getting skins.
That was a really cool idea.
That's what it looks like anyway.
When she does that, she leaves behind those poison clouds, and so you can kind of see how this mechanic works in with the rest of the abilities in her kit. Mm-hmm. And so everything is kind of built around putting these poison clouds out and then absorbing them through your canister, and then causing big explosions that cause more poison. So this one it's really fun. There's a bunch of iterations with this one, but
before he died, I was going to use the ultimate right as he died. Oh well, couldn't quite get there. But let's blow up this chest. What is her ultimate?
So her ultimate is called Last Deep Breath, and it is
it's a big AoE. It's a big AoE
explosion that does a lot of damage and healing in an area, but the kind of added wrinkle to it is that it applies an empowered form of her poison, which breaks the stack limit for normal poison. So because everything scales damage-wise, and it's in terms of number of poison cloud spawn, so on and so forth, breaking that stack limit can really give her a moment of power and also a moment of powerful healing. So
very cool. All right, so let's see what it looks like in action. She gets a little cutscene and drop the nuke. Fantastic.
Yeah,
very cool. All right, so you did mention a little bit earlier, Kevin, on the weapons. So each season there is going to be a signature weapon that really does fit the playstyle and kind of kit for each Wayfinder that it's coming out with. So you mentioned that hers is Nightshade, which is equipped right now. What can you tell us a little bit about Nightshade and what makes it different from some other rifles out there?
Yeah. So Nightshade is Vin's signature weapon, obviously. And so the
Callum, it is the 15th
is,
of August.
The weapon abilities, every weapon has a different weapon ability, and so for Nightshade, this weapon ability is really cool because it kind of has a little bit of Venomous's like essence with it in this ability. So once you activate this with Wyvern's Fury, all your shots will apply a stack of poison, and so it's really cool being able to have that sort of that damage, that poison damage, even if you aren't playing as Venomous. You'll be able to have a little bit of her with you in your kit, regardless if you're using her signature weapon.
I think it's also like really synergizes well with her, because a lot of our rifles right now are really slow, and this is one of our first burst fire. No, you're not seeing it because the weapon ability.
I like the active reload though.
I was so sure you were going to say you can actually go full auto, and it's like I got this, and then it's like oh crap, use that burst.
Yeah, but when you're firing normally, you go in 3-shot bursts, which applies 3 stacks of poison. So that solves like a lot of issues that she can, not issues, but like the friction that's inherent with her and using rifles, which is she wants to hit lots of targets very fast, and they can be sometimes slow. And Nightshade helps her out in that way. And then when you go full auto, I mean, you can fully stack an enemy in like a quarter of a second. It's very cool.
Yeah, really good for single target damage.
Yeah,
especially good for boss fights, stuff like that.
Very cool. All right, well, I think that's kind of everything we have about her. I want to take a couple minutes to answer some questions from chat live. So keep an eye on there if there's any questions that pop out that you think you're going to do. The damage is nuts, I can confirm. Again, this is a pre-launch version of the game, balances will happen.
Early access.
Yes. So, do keep that in mind. But yes, the weapon is very strong, especially with the damage going out there. Actually, this is a perfect time. Let's announce the first winner. Who is our lucky winner for the base edition
It's
of
me,
the Founders Pack?
Mario.
Drum roll, please. It looks like Vigi01, VIJI01. If you are here in chat, say something to say it's you, and the man, the myth, the legend, AJ will DM you to make sure you get that key. Again, keys aren't purchasable right now. It will be on August 15th, but we'll make sure you're taken care of, and you will have the base edition of the game. Congratulations. We got a couple more to come, so please stick around. But let's, holy crap, the chat just exploded.
How do you progress in a character-based MMO? You level up the character. I think you might also buy some gear. You'll probably upgrade the gear as well, I would imagine. But it's basically leveling up the character and leveling up the gear, and the gear will probably decide your playstyle, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it yet.
Also high DPS, got the backstory, got the abilities. We are going to be doing the next tier of giveaways right after this, so here we go.
That's all I said about Founders Packs. Yeah. I mean, I guess one thing we could talk about is, so kind of uniquely amongst a lot of characters, she's really good with different weapon types, so she's made...
I don't know if it has a system similar to Warframe
I actually
mods.
play with daggers usually when I'm testing her out, because she's great.
The
if you
Venom
can hit
daggers?
yeah. They're not her signature weapon, but in spirit.
Yeah, which is actually a huge part of this game. It's just like, yes, there's going to be a signature weapon. Yes, there's going to be a Wayfinder. But the whole idea of being able to mix and match whatever your playstyle is and give you that agency is really kind of the core essence of the game. And in addition to just collecting all the weapons that are out there. But yeah, so you're absolutely not locked into playing with a rifle or a sword and shield or a two-hander or any other future weapon classes that we release, nudge, nudge. So yeah, no, that's daggers in general, especially the parry. I love parries and cursing parries and dodging and not. But there was a question about her weapon being acquirable outside of the battle pass end of the period, which yes, resounding yes. If you ever want to, as kind of being the whole point of being free and fair, anything that is gameplay related, you can absolutely acquire for free. Any player in the game can do that. You'll just have to go find the bosses. There's going to be a material codex to be able to help you track down where those components are. You can get those and you can unlock it regardless if you're here for Founders or 2 years down the line that you joined the game. Anything that's gameplay related, you can get, whether it's a Wayfinder, a weapon, mount through the game. So yeah. Visible stacks for... Are we putting visible stacks of like how many poison counters on?
I don't think right now.
Yeah, I don't think we have visible stacks. There's a lot of there's going to be a lot of things going on during combat, and so like I think another thing we've been focusing on is just making sure everything you can understand what's going on. And so yeah, we do have debuffs and stuff that show up when you apply debuffs to enemies and stuff like that. So if anything, it'll show up there in that debuff bar. But yeah, no visual.
Okay.
For it right now, aside from the actual effects for poisoning the enemy. But yeah, it doesn't like go up depending on how many stacks you have right now.
Other than the numbers, I guess, but
yeah, we're definitely open to feedback if that's something that people really want. But in my experience playing her, it's more important that they have poison than exactly how many stacks of poison they have on at a given time.
Yeah.
And once you're rolling, you're probably going to...
Oh, you need to understand. We need to min-max this shit. Yeah. The game ain't even out yet, but we need to min-max. I want to know exactly how many stacks I'm applying per second with this rifle.
Is how we're going to be doing that.
And then I need to always know stacks per second.
The community that they really want something's not clear.
I want DPS meters as well.
A little bit of help on that UI. We absolutely want that feedback, and we're listening to it. So please, you won't have to make a new post every time, but just like go into that website, see what people are saying. If you agree with it, just click the thumb up button. That's all you got to do. And that's essentially how we're going to prioritize actually making those changes. So we have an action plan in place to actually say, we're listening to feedback and act upon it. So please do that. But yeah, so I think that is what we got for Venomous, everybody. And we are, say, in 5 minutes, we're about to do a transition. If you're sticking around, we are going to give away our next level, which is the initiative patch of the Founders Pack. So please stick around. We'll announce that here after this next segment. But we're going to start jumping into housing. I think some people are excited to see that. So thank you very much, guys. I can't wait. We are going to be doing lots of dev streams in the new studio with both these folks, going all the way through future Wayfinders. So looking forward to that as well. So
cool. Me too.
Thanks, guys.
Looking forward to it.
All right. It's a transition.
Okay. So they're going to take 5 minutes, and I figured that I would use this time. Wait, is this like a new video?
Just a linear progression of rewards that you unlock. It's a bit of an adventure game of its
Okay,
own.
they're talking
We're
about the
presenting
tower.
it like a little isometric dungeon, and as you earn keys, you're going to be able to hit switches, solve little puzzles.
I wonder
get
how
little
hard it
bonus
is to get
rewards.
keys.
One great thing that our reward tower lets you do is when you purchase it, it stays with your account. So unlike
That
other
is so
free-to-play
good,
systems
dude.
where once you've bought the battle pass, if you don't have the time to finish it,
No,
it
no, no,
just
no, no.
goes away. That never feels good. It'll always be there for you when you come back.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. That's one of the most user-friendly things to do if you're going to do a battle pass thing.
Did we say that you could earn? Oh, did we? Hello.
Hello. Hi.
We're back. Hi, everybody.
That was not 5 minutes.
So we are now joined by, well, I'll put it right in front of your face. I'll put it up here for you guys. I hear there's a little bit of sound adjustment. Let me see if I can get that done on the fly. But please, Steve, Elise, introduce yourselves and tell us a little about what you do on the team.
Yeah, I'm Steve Matterer. I'm the game director.
And I'm Elise. I'm the feature lead for housing.
The link to the stream
should
to get a
help
drop.
with any
Here you go.
sound issues
Those of you that want a
that
chance to
so
get
keep
the
posted.
thing,
Well,
just
fantastic.
tune
I
in
know a
there.
lot of people have
But
been
stay here
really
as well.
excited
Don't
to
fucking
get
leave
their
me, all right?
hands
I gave you the
on,
link.
housing
Like, what the
specifically.
fuck?
We've been talking about it
And also
forever,
hit the
but
like
we've never
button.
actually had a chance to show it in person. So we're gonna just jump straight into a little bit of the pre-design by yours truly. Your feng shui is much better than mine, but let's see what we can pull up here. So actually, do a little bit of an introduction while we get over to the housing.
One thing I wanted to mention, because I saw a lot of questions in chat. I'm not sure if we answered it while I was walking over here, but the signature weapons that you can get right away, you can also earn those in game. They're not tied specifically to buying it. So just to answer that question, because I saw that come up a bunch. So.
Yeah, no, we did cover that
Cool.
one right as we were walking over. But yeah, again, same. So anything that's gameplay affecting, we will make sure free players, free and fair from the DE's philosophy. It worked with Warframe. It's going to work here. So
yeah.
We're going to load up housing here and actually show off our first little transition of Heroic Kairos for people that are excited to see him for the first time.
He was awesome.
And then, so Elise, what exactly is the housing feature lead as far as just like a position in the company, and like how did this whole package get worked into the game?
Sure, yeah.
I hope you can invite other players to your house. That needs to be a thing.
So we basically needed somebody on the team to be spearheading the development for that. So I took over as the feature lead on that. And basically what that means is I get to work with people from all different departments.
So a lot of you guys were saying you can't log into Diablo 4. First try on my PlayStation. I'm already in.
And then how we actually execute that and actually build that in game.
Didn't even have to wait.
Very cool. Yeah, no, and there's a lot of really cool systems that we're going to show off here for that level of customization and player expression. So we're loading into the loading screen right now. So what is this first view of housing that we're going to see here right now?
So this is what you're going to be able to access during the Founders Seasons, and this is your apartment. So this is the first step in the housing system, and it's essentially like your room at the inn. So your room at the inn inside of Skylight.
I love this art style, dude. This thing looks really good.
All kinds of different cosmetic items and some gameplay items we're going to talk about a bit more here.
Like, a lot of people don't like this cartoony art style. I get it. It's not your thing. I love this art style because I think it looks really cozy. This is like one of the coziest art styles that you can have, in my opinion.
Building on the framework that we've put together here for it, and what we're going to be working up towards in the future, which eventually will lead into
one of the most important things is you got to let other players join in your house.
Neighborhood levels where they can kind of create a community
Oh crap! I just realized that if you do that,
Yeah, no, so
there's
and again,
there's
like, this
probably
is
going to be
everything that we see except for like the
some
full
strange
install figure
roleplay
is
things happening.
purely up to player customization.
Right?
So, like even the things
Yep.
themselves. It
Yep.
just comes
Some
as a
degenerate
base
behavior is going to
schematic,
occur.
and then it's up
That's
to the
fine.
player how they want
Embrace
to
it.
outfit everything. Or
Embrace the degeneracy.
they're cute little pets that we might have in here. It's a big yawn. So we're actually going to be showing this off live for everybody in chat right now. But first, let's announce the winner for the second.
It's a me,
so
Mario.
For the initiate level.
You mean ERP? No, I didn't say that.
To
What?
Mavis Magus.
We don't talk about that.
Mavismagius. Congratulations.
Yay,
Yeah. So
How much
again,
do I have
you
to
won't
pay to get
access
early
it
access?
immediately,
The
but we
base
will,
package is
send you a
$20.
DM and
You
make
can
sure
go all the way
are
up to 150 if you want, though,
But let's,
for this
let's
special,
just dive in
unique
and
character.
Show people how you're going to be able to make your own little house, shall we?
Yeah, so we've got, the nice setup.
Okay, so people are saying
so
you can
far,
play,
and we're
you
gonna
can't
go
change
through and
zones.
reset it and actually
Okay?
show you guys
Right now I'm in Fractured Peaks.
different items we have available.
Now let's see if it's working or not. Wait,
Goodbye,
how do
all that
I...
work.
I'm gonna die.
All right, so you're going to have a full inventory, and there's a bunch of different tabs and things that we're going through. So what's this first tab that we're looking at right now?
So this is essentially your cosmetic items. So this is the decor category. So things like beds, tables, chairs, furniture, etc. We have some lighting you can use to customize and actually change up how the space is lit. Smaller decorative items.
The space is lit.
Other items like we were just talking about. And some wall decor too. So we'll run through each of these categories, I think, in a second here.
Yeah. And then what are the grids? I'm seeing like grids show up, and I'm able to rotate, and I'm able to kind of customize how that works.
Yeah, so you have a control over placement of these items, so you can rotate them, you can obviously move them around. We have a grid snap system, so you can change up the fidelity, how you're moving it, change up the rotation, so you can have pretty minute control over where you're placing things in your space.
Very cool. All right, so you're saying something about stacking here. We got some lighting. Let's light up our bed because you love staring at a chandelier when you go to sleep at night.
Perfect, yeah,
Personally,
that's exactly
it
what you
really
want.
lulls me to sleep.
Yeah, and there's different placement types. Like, so there's wall placement, ceiling, some floor things, some things you can place on surfaces.
Early
like
access will be available on the
shelf.
15th. I
In
like the
future, I saw
customization
someone
that you
ask
can
a
do.
question about
That's
size.
good.
So yeah, this is basically your
I was able to
starter
travel to
apartment. This is the
Ska's Glen.
smallest
It's
that
working
you'll have.
fine, guys. You
And it's
all are
interior
complaining for
only.
nothing.
We're going to be talking a little more about neighborhoods later, but once we get to that, you'll have exterior spaces also, so you'll be able to have exterior decorations as well. And yeah, you'll be able to get bigger houses, which come with more benefits than just more space to decorate. Which
You can buy bigger houses. Okay.
All right, so
It's
now
going to have
going through
gameplay
the
implications,
options that we
though.
have here. So we have the placeable.
That's a
you can place
concern because
all
they're
objects,
probably going to
you
be
can
selling you
place
houses,
and the
and they're
environment,
going to
which is
give you
super
some
cool.
kind of in-game
We
advantage,
have
I would
things that you can
imagine.
put on the walls. So again, gotta have your pots and pans right next to where you go to sleep.
15th, not
Midnight
18th,
snacks,
15th.
That's a thing. But looks like we have some more interesting tabs maybe along the line. So artifacts. What are artifacts?
Yeah,
in
so
Steve?
outside of just cosmetic the decorations, there are also artifacts. Anything that comes with power is going to be earnable in game. It's not something that you would buy on the store. So most artifacts come from bosses. So and they come with a power. So if you place them in your house, you'll actually add
So having a bigger
power to
house,
pool, and
you
you'll
can
be able
probably
to
add more
equip,
stuff.
Artifact powers.
It's actually
sort of
somewhat
like
similar to
Echo's
what they're doing with
ecosystem,
New World.
based on the size of your house. So getting a bigger house lets you equip more bonuses from artifacts. So you can get stuff like this Grand Deceiver artifact. You get more gold, and so if you activate that, you'll be getting more gold.
That frame rate's not
they're
looking
more
good,
like the
but they're
E-type
also
echoes that
streaming
we've
on
had
the same
before,
PC,
or,
I would assume.
where like the boss ones, if you've played in the betas, you've seen those. They have more effects than just stats.
God, the art
so they'll
style
be
looks
more similar
gorgeous.
to that. Some of them will have they'll have different costs and different power. Some will be better for groups, some are better for solo. And you'll be able to swap those even if you're not in your house. So you can kind of set up your loadout based on what activity you're doing. Doing a greed run, get extra gold even from the gold Grand Deceiver. So
Very cool.
with a lot of customization there.
Sweet. So those will continue to expand as like the bosses expand and the world and other events and other things.
It is going to be a paid game for 6 months
and
for the
then
early
trophies. How do
access
trophies
because there's not going to be a reset,
So
and then it's
trophies,
going to become a
they're
free-to-play
like a
game.
mix between artifacts and
So
just
if you're willing to
cosmetic
wait
decorations.
6
A lot of
months,
them
you can
are
play
fun,
it for free.
But they don't come with the power you can equip. But a lot of them
About
will
6
have an
months
effect,
after
in your
August.
house. So for example,
which is a good one.
Like the memory echo, yeah, that one, for example. So if you have this in your house, you can interact with it once a day to get some memory fragments. So there'll be different interactables and stuff. They'll have fun animations. They'll look cool, and you can also interact with them different ways for different effects. So, getting these in your house, let's use that one today already.
Yeah.
The timer's on. But,
I think I was testing something earlier.
So yeah, that's all earnable in game. So this trickster chest, you might see a trickster while you're doing runs randomly, and you can use trickster keys to get a roll in the dungeon. And trickster keys, again, all earnable in game. And if you have extra keys in your house, you can get a roll, for free once a day in your house as well. So
that's neat,
a lot of stuff like that.
Very cool. So again, and this is the pool that's going to continue to expand over time. Kind of what cadence do we expect to kind of like be fleshing out housing items and everything when it comes to seasons?
So there's going to be a good amount of cosmetic items that come every season that we're going to create for the decor section. Some of those might be tied to events in game as well, so if we do holiday events or anything like that in the future. And then same for artifacts and trophies. We plan to keep producing more of those each season. Again, especially for things like trophies.
They definitely seem to have a solid content plan for the game.
Things that are specifically going on.
Like right now, my biggest concern is this heroic stuff, because if it's like Prime Warframes, it's a bit of a turnoff. Especially because here's the thing. I understand that probably by now it's changed in Warframe. Back when I was playing Warframe, figuring out how you could go about getting a fucking Prime frame. For starters, at the beginning, you couldn't even get them in game. You had to buy them. But then eventually, it was like you had to do this event and then do this event over here and then do that event over there whenever there's a full moon, and then do this event but only on Tuesdays. And after you combine like a zillion things, put it all inside this machine and wait 20 hours or something. Sometimes it was like a full week of crafting things that I remember, or pay us money. And that wasn't really like,
version 1.
So it's like, if I let's put it like this: if I can get something in game for, let's say, 5 hours, or I can spend $20, even then, like, 5 hours ain't worth $20. 5 hours of my time is worth more than $20.
Animations for like your character bending down and interacting.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. When you start associating time
very cool.
with when there's a direct link between your time and money, I always have issues with that. Always.
The structure of different rooms, locations, inside, outside, neighborhoods. What can we talk about there?
So one of the big things we want to add just in general is more levels of customization. So, right now you have all the items you can...
It was 72 hours to build a frame back when I played. That's assuming you had all the materials. Or give me money. There's always that too.
Really to give you that extra level of customization. And then long term, we
as long as the grind is fun, it's not a problem. I disagree.
This is just the first step right now. So the next big step is moving into a full neighborhood level, where you're going to be able to purchase your own plots.
There's always a problem with associating a cost to your time when you're playing a video game. Always.
And then you'd have a selection of different houses that have different visuals to choose from. Probably have different room configurations. And they're going to get.
But I don't know if that is going to be the case here or not. We still don't know what the business, of that part of the heroic characters is going to be. I feel like we just found out that there's going to be heroic characters, so we'll see how they handle it. But I hope they don't do the same that Warframe did, personally.
An awesome statue in his front yard. How did they get that? That's cool. And also expanding upon that, like the social aspect, neighborhoods.
Because, like, look,
you'll be able to visit,
I've grinded 700 hours in Monster Hunter. I have no problem with long grinds. But the moment you tell me, oh, you can pay $5 to skip like 5 hours, that's when I'm like, well, fuck.
So a friend could leave an artifact for you in your house that you can activate.
I could make a video and make some money and just do that.
You can kind of share artifacts that way and kind of work together, and just increasing the social aspect in that way as well.
And by the way, buying time to me is pay to win.
Let's see. Was there anything?
Like if you can tell me, oh, this player can get this thing in 20 hours, or you can spend $20 and get it now, that is pay to win.
Not too many details to share on that right now, other than we are thinking about it and planning for it. But our next big step, is neighborhoods. That's what our main focus is.
Neighborhoods.
Awesome. well,
You're gonna be able to do
even just,
towns.
Like, the amount of like level of customization and editing, like even like to 1 degree.
Like I'm hopeful. Let's put it like that. I'm hopeful for Wayfinder. I really like what I'm seeing. I'm just concerned about the business model and how it's going to work with some of these heroes. And also I'm concerned as to whether they're going to like, if they're going to incentivize you. Oh, you should play this other character now that you've leveled up this one to its limits. Like, what if I just want to play this one character? I want to keep progressing my account with this one character.
We jump into the dev diary. We are going to be giving away one more founder pack to everybody who has joined us here. I can't believe how many.
One to everybody?
Literally watching us live, which is
that's a lot.
A little nerve-wracking, but amazing. Thank you guys. So we're actually giving out the Exalted pack. So if anybody wants to have an opportunity to win the highest tier Founders Pack, please be sticking around to the end of the show. We're going to announce that here in just a moment. So please be in chat, confirm. I'm going to leave it to AJ to roll that in here in any second. But I want to get some final words just to close us out here. Because we are going to go into the dev diary, which is a nice kind of end cap to everything. But thank you so much for everybody who's tuned in live.
It was a nice show.
This project that has been waiting for.
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be real. The biggest problem to me right now is the date, because August is one hell of a month for me. It's a really rough month.
Into the game as soon as it lives at 12 o'clock Central Time. Download it and you'll boot right in. It's going to be 2 seasons, Founder Season 1, Founder Season 2, and then we're going to be going into free-to-play after Early Access. Please go take a look at the website. It should be live now that you can see all of the different breakdowns of the different Founders Packs, what's included. Please join our Discord if you have questions. I really try to live in there as much as I can, so feel free to DM me, ask questions to the community. The community is a fantastic resource when it comes to any questions that you might kind of have if it's their first time seeing the game. We kind of mentioned it earlier, but a huge thank you to our partner HyperX. Again, this amazing microphone, the keyboard I'm playing on right now. Oh my gosh, these wireless headphones last for like 300 hours and I just never have to charge them. I can go downstairs and get my water and everything. So thank you very much for them helping us out and help outfit our upcoming stream, a stream room in our new studio, which I'm super excited to be doing here very soon. And then at the upcoming events, so Gamescom at PAX West, we'll see about New York Comic Con if they'll be there or not, but we will have game stations where you can actually.
What's in August besides Armored Core 6? Baldur's Gate 3.
Amazing partners, and really grateful for their partnership.
You know what'd be cool? I'd like to bring this guy on to do a conscast. You guys think he'd be down for that?
The final.
I'm gonna message him like on Discord to see if he's down to come down for a conscast, have a conversation. I'd love to do that.
There you go. You actually did try to help me. All right. So, ready? Drum roll. Going to Borovinka.
Borovinka.
B-O-R-O.
Oh yeah, Atlas Fallen is on the 10th of August as well.
Winner of the Exalted Founder Pack. Thank you so much for being here.
Lucky you.
Are you guys ready for the final segment, which is our dev diary? Get to see a little bit behind the scenes of our full team. We're a smaller team for something like this scale, but really passionate, and we hope that shows, and really want to make sure that they get a little bit of the spotlight too. But it's exciting stuff, guys. Thanks for everyone being here.
Everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
And congratulations, Borovinka. All right, let's do it.
Hey, Joe and Ryan here with Airship Syndicate, and I already f***ed up.
Good job.
Laugh all you want. It's okay.
Just don't make any noise.
Hey guys, it's Joe and Ryan with Airship Syndicate, and we are getting ready for our early access, which is about to launch, so pretty exciting times at Airship.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of great betas already, gotten good feedback from fans, from content creators, taken it to the shop, made a bunch of changes to the game, but now the real fun begins because we get everybody's input. And now it's your turn to hop in, play the game, talk to us, and help us get this game ready for the big time.
We've been building this game alongside the community in a lot of different ways. The biggest and the most interactive way is through our Discord, which even in just a short couple of months, we've already grown past 10,000 members, which is insane. And just the amount of talent where people are making GIFs and stickers and the fan
art's
art,
great.
even characters that weren't even released yet.
Yeah, the community feedback from the playtests has been great. They've led to a lot of just like balance tweaking with like how gunplay works and movement speed and things like that. And we put in air dashing based on, I think it was a bug that people just liked, so we made it real.
What early access means for Wayfinder is, it gives us a chance.
I feel like
to
the
let
animations are
people
looking
in
way better than what
early
I've seen in
so that we
gameplay.
can start to understand what parts of our game are exciting to them and what they'd like to see more of. And it can really help us shape the experience before we go free to play and wide to everybody. A live service game is pretty new for us, and so we're learning how to do that at the same time. We're getting all this feedback, and it's actually been a really refreshing experience to finally understand, in real time what's working and what isn't, and then we could be a lot more like productive and proactive about making the game better, which as game makers is awesome for us. We're taking a page from the DE playbook. Free to play as in free and fair. All characters, all weapons can be acquirable through crafting. You could play all the quests without having been gated behind a paywall.
By not including any loot boxes, not including any gacha, if you want to have any component of the game affect your character, that is completely available to every single player across the board. Doesn't matter if they're a paid player or if they just want to jump in, try it out, and experience the game for free.
Venomous is our newest Wayfinder. She is a spy and an assassin from this place called the Maze. She uses these augments and technological advancements to make herself more powerful.
Usually when we start out designing Wayfinders, we sit down and take a look at, the concept for the character. Venomous's role in a party is supposed to be more of a support role. She's also a ranged Wayfinder, so she'll be supporting her team using heals and also range damage, but then she also has poisons that she uses.
So Venomous is really good at applying damage over time consistently. Because of her passive, she is able to deal damage even if she's not actively engaging an enemy with her dot.
She uses poisons to weaken her enemies, basically to hurt them slowly, and she kind of gets a kick out of that. She likes watching them suffer a bit as she toys with them.
Venomous's signature weapon is called Nightshade. It's our first burst fire rifle weapon in the game. We're starting to have some more diversity with weapon types.
Venomous is probably the most versatile Wayfinder we've yet created in that she's very good with both ranged weapons and melee weapons. When she's playing with melee weapons, she has the ability to apply poison to many more enemies at a way faster rate. So there's advantages there, but at the same time, you don't get the safety that you do with rifles.
So what makes the reward tower unique is that it's more than just a linear progression of.
You can buy the early access
It's a
on the
bit of an
15th
adventure
of
game
August.
its own. So we're presenting it like a little isometric dungeon, and as you earn keys, you're going to be able to hit switches, solve little puzzles, get little bonus rewards.
One great thing that our reward tower lets you do is when you purchase it, it stays with your account. It'll always be there for you when you come back.
Since the start, we've talked about building this game alongside the community, and our Founders Packs are our first step toward doing that. Today, we are excited to announce that
This
the base
art
Founders
just looks
Pack
so
not
gorgeous.
only gives you
I love
access
it.
to the game, but also to Founders Season 1's full reward tower, including the brand new Wayfinder, Venomous. We'll also have upgrades available in the Initiate and the Awaken Pack that not only give you access to the game in Founders Season 1, but also Founders Season 2. Other things such as Wayfinder tokens to unlock current or future Wayfinders, pets, mounts, skins, housing decorations, and so much more. The Exalted Pack is for our most dedicated supporter. It contains a permanent account-based progression boost for the currently active reward tower, as well as a heroic version of a fan favorite, Kairos. This will never be sold again and is only available in this pack.
I think it's going to be a really exciting time for all of us as we carve the way through to what Wayfinder is going to become for everyone.
So for the rest of the year, we can look forward to 2 early access seasons, and we'll be adding new lost zones, which will come with new creatures, new hunts, new group content. There'll be new Wayfinders, new weapons, new progression systems, including awakening and radiance levels, and there'll be new traversal methods too.
I don't think it has more in common with Diablo than WoW
So for
game.
free to play, one of the biggest
I don't think it has
things we're
anything
gonna
in
be
common
adding
with
is
WoW
neighborhoods
either.
For player housing, which I'm really excited.
It has more in common
about
with
because
Warframe.
It's really going to bring the community together and take the social element of the game to another level.
We hope you guys enjoyed that deeper look into Wayfinder and the game that we're bringing you guys for early access. The team here, still relatively small, especially for a game this ambitious. They put a lot of work, a lot of themselves into this thing, a lot of passion. Now we're ready for you guys to help us build our dream game.
Yeah, so join our community at playwayfinder.com. See you guys in early access.
Thank you.
All right. I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. I'm curious to check it out on the 15th, see if I like it or not. Like I said, I do have some reservations if it's going to be too much like Warframe, because there are several things that I don't like about Warframe monetization. But we'll see how that stuff pans out. I will be checking it out on the 15th. So, yeah, if you guys are curious, I hope you guys will tune in for the streams and all that stuff. I might do a couple of videos about it in between now and then, now that we have some more information about the early access and stuff. But for now, that's going to be it. Like I told you guys, we're going to be jumping into Diablo 4 Season 1. Going to be memeing and dreaming and having some fun. If you guys want to join me there, then just stay on this stream. It'll automatically redirect you to the next stream. And yeah, I will see you guys there. Thank you all very much for watching. There will be more content about this game in the channel soon-ish. And yeah, let's go into the next stream, because today is a busy, busy day. See you guys there. Peace. Hit the like button before you leave.